Hi everyone, I am Ms. Macedo. Welcome to our lesson. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about fiction. In this lesson, you'll be able to learn the definition of fiction, types of fiction, and elements of fiction. Are you ready? Let's get started. So we will start by defining fiction. What is fiction? Fiction are stories that have made up characters and events. Fiction is not real. It's a story talk. You read it to enjoy. You read in order. It may have illustrations. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It has characters and setting. It has a problem and a solution. What are the three types of fiction? The three types of fictions are novel, novella, and short story. Novel is a long work of fiction, contains the basic elements of fiction, may contain subplots along with the main plot. What are subplots? Are independent related stories. What's a novella? Is shorter than a novel, but longer than a short story. And the third one, short story, is a brief work of fiction, contains basic elements of fiction, one main plot, one conflict, most can be read in one sitting. So let's take a look at each of them. I will show you a visual now. Novels. Look at these books. They are novel. They are long work of fiction. You can see that they are thick, contains the basic elements of fiction, and may contain subplots along with the main plot. Next one, novella. Novella are shorter than a novel, but longer than a short story. And the last one is a short story. So as you can see here, short story are short. So short story, brief work of fiction, contains basic elements of fiction, one main plot, one conflict, most can be read in one sitting. I have here a visual of two books that I consider very popular and I love them. Harry Potter and The Hunger Games. They are both fiction. Now, since we learned about fiction, types of fiction, now we are going to learn about elements of fiction. Elements of fiction are characters, setting, plot, point of view, and problem. Let me show you a visual. Elements of fiction: plot, characters, setting, point of view, and problem. I'll go over each of them. A plot is everything that happens in the story. This is the plot, is what's happening in this story. Characters are creatures, animals, and people in the story. Setting is where the story takes place. Point of view is the view from which the story is told. Is it written in first person or in third person? And lastly, problem. What needs to be fixed? What's going wrong? There is a conflict, there is a problem to be solved in a story, in a fiction. Now, let's test your knowledge. Which one is not fiction? Remember that fiction is not real. It is a made-up story. So look at this and choose the one that is not fiction. And I'm going to read all of them for you so you can choose. One, a book about flying cats. Is this real or not real? A made-up story about aliens. Is it fiction or non-fiction? Harry Potter. Is Harry Potter fiction? Is it made up or is it real? A true story about the president. Is this fiction or non-fiction? And a made-up story about animals. Is this fiction or non-fiction? There is only one here that is not fiction. Choose it. You can either circle or point to it. And the last activity that we have here is which one is fiction? A Harry Potter book or a book about LeBron James? Just a review. Today we learned about fiction. You are able to define fiction. We learned 3 types of fiction and the elements of fiction. I also included a worksheet with this video for you to complete. Thanks for watching this video.